What's up, aspiring entrepreneurs and a YouTube content creator? Welcome back to Sultry Accessory. This is where we reconnect with selves, know our value, and build an online presence through YouTube channels and our very own websites. So if this sounds like what you into, we getting into part 2 of the brand's identity, a part 2, putting the visual elements together to make your very own brand that resonates with an audience so you can get the utmost subscribers, so you can get the utmost customers. Well, you visit the right video. Don't forget to see part 1 though, because that's where we talked about the core brand identity. This is part 2 where we talk about putting together the visual elements of a brand. Oh my gosh. So if that sounds like something you'll be into, keep on watching.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
If you're just now joining us, this is part 2 of our series. Part 1, we talked about finding your brand's core identity. And that is starting with your why, figuring out what your brand stands for. So finding your why is basically finding your purpose. What is the purpose of your brand? Why are you doing it? What is the motivation behind your brand? All right, if you haven't seen that yet, I recommend you guys going over to see part 1. I will leave it in the card so it'll pop up, and also I'll leave it in the description box as always, as well as the Finding Your Why guidebook, the PDF that I've made it 10 times easier for you guys to write down what it is that motivates you, the emotional reason on why you want to start a brand, financial reasons why you want to start a brand. Like, it's basically going deep into your brain and just asking you why. And it's not just how you're feeling right now currently and then where you want to go, but it's also asking you, where is your audience currently and where do they want to go? And wherever your audience wants to go, that's what your videos are supposed to either teach to them, entertain them, motivate them, or however your channel niche is set up to be like. We're gonna quickly recap on part 1. So we talked about your brand's core identity, the foundation of your brand, which is the purpose, the values, and the message that you want to convey to your audience. We also touched on knowing your why. Now that you've gotten your why sorted out and you have gotten the Find Your Why guidebook and you have completed it, you like, okay, this is my brand. I know what my brand stand for. I know what my audience stand for. We both stand for that. This is the cause. This is the purpose. This is the determination. And this is the route that I want my brand, or this is the route that I want my YouTube channel. This is the route I want my website, because I not only help you guys with your YouTube channel, but I also help you guys with your website concept. Do I help build your website, like be a computer and put it together your website for you? No. I help you know what you want on your website so that you don't miss anything. I have a service that I actually go back and I look at your website and I'm like, okay, well, this is missing. This doesn't speak to your audience. On your website, as soon as you get on your website, you want to speak to your audience. Just like as soon as the video start with your YouTube channel, you want to speak to that audience. So make sure y'all go watch part 1, then y'all learn much more. We're starting with your logo. The iPad behind like a S and an A with like a iPad, a pencil, and my brand's colors. A logo can be simple, but me personally, I like complex logos as opposed to like just letter logos and like a word or however. That's because I'm a digital designer. But to anyone who just wants just to have like a for now type of logo, you can make one of those. Everyone's pretty much familiar with the logo. Like if you know anything about branding, that's the first thing that a lot of people think about. So a logo is something that's recognized. It should reflect your brand's identity and values. Let's give an example. If your brand is playful and joyful with a joyful looking logo, if your brand is like stiff like finances, maybe you should look kind of stiff. That's just my own judgment. I'm just being goofy. But if it's more professional or minimalistic, that's what I meant, like plain and stiff. That should be reflected as well. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the logo of Cousin Subs. I feel like Cousin Subs logo before was way better than the logo that they have now, because they used to have yellow, red, and black, and now they just moved it to like white. The bag is white, but the wording is like red and black, and it just looks so stiff and boring and plain. But when they actually use the sub for the Cousin Subs, that just made it more appealing to the eye, and then also just appealing in general, because yellow is a gravitating color. Okay, yellow is used for the sun. Yellow is good, is used for like cautionary. So like when y'all go outside and y'all see the like construction workers, they use a high lighter yellow color so that it makes it very visible for people to see them. We're going to talk about the color palette, okay? When you have a brand, whatever the feel of your brand is, you want the colors to reflect that as well. So just like how I got done talking about yellow is bright, yellow is alertness, right? So is red, right? Yellow could be for happiness as well, all right? So your color palette sets the tone and the mood for your brand. Colors evoke emotion and can create a certain feel for your brand. So I did do a video more tailored to this topic if y'all want to go like more deep dive into like the colors and stuff. So I actually did like this comparison between, y'all know that movie, excuse my nose, y'all, I'm so stuffed up. But y'all know that movie Inside Out 2. So I compared it to Inside Out 2 and how the different characters set a different mood with a certain different color. So let me give y'all one for example. So sadness is blue. Blue represents moody, it represents popularity, and it represents sadness. Don't just pick brand colors or colors that you like and you find it's cute, you find it's appealing, right? Find colors that actually explain your brand. So my colors, like I said before, my colors are orange, pink, white. I'll throw in a little bit of black and like a pale orange. So I go from a bright orange to a pale orange to a very bright pink color because you want to have contrasting colors, okay? So you want to pick at least 3 main colors, but you still want to have a 4th color just to tone it out, okay? And so I'm going to show you guys in a separate video, just remind me in the comments though, I'm going to show you guys how I was able to take my own color palette and like divvy it out and spread it out through my website. I did say once before that I was taught how to video edit, how to make my own website, how to make my own magazine, how to use a camera, all of that, like everything that everyone's trying to learn nowadays. I learned all of this between the ages of 10 and 16 at a camp that I visited here in Wisconsin. And yeah, so we in Wisconsin, y'all, with the stuffy nose. So remember, colors equal emotions, all right? We're going to talk about the typography. You're like, what is typography? Typography is basically the fonts. You're picking fonts for your brand. You want to make sure that they're readable, and especially on your website. A lot of you like script writing fonts, which is fine, but if it's so squiggly, so cursive-y, and then you have like a really bright contrast of color in the back, and then you try to make the font white, it's going to be very hard for your audience to read what you have to say on your website. So you have to be very careful on what fonts and what colors you use on your website, okay? The bold looking fonts, you have the scripted fonts, you have the sans serif fonts. You might want something that looks really creative and really playful. Okay, if you guys are looking for fonts, you know, you can go on Canva, but I definitely recommend you guys going on defont.com. But the other thing is that they're not really used for commercial use. I know you can use them for your thumbnails, that's for sure. And then you can like download them onto Canva and those fonts for your thumbnails on Canva. You can definitely do that. But as far as your website hosting, we're going to definitely do videos about like websites and stuff like that. Right now, I'm just trying to cover the basis on YouTube. We're definitely going to do more website based content. Okay? Remember that consistency is key. Once you pick out your fonts, once you pick out these colors, any platform, you're going to repeat these same colors. You're going to repeat these same fonts. So like the thumbnails that I use on YouTube, I try to use the same fonts that I use on my thumbnails on YouTube. I try to move them over to Pinterest. I do like different boards of like the blogs that I put on my website, post like the coloring pages that I make or however. I also do like little saves of like things for content creators, and I need to start doing more saves for like websites type stuff, so y'all will have that too. But yeah, that's what I do about Pinterest boards, and then like accessories, of course, just like not just content creation accessories, but like accessories in general, because I'm obsessed with accessories and I like to make accessories. So yeah, that's over there on my Pinterest board, so you guys can go over there and follow me on Pinterest. Whatever social media that you're using, if you're using Facebook and your banner needs to look exactly the same as your YouTube banner, or some element needs to repeat itself again, like your profile picture needs to be the same profile picture on one platform to another. You feel what I'm saying? So it just gives it brand consistency and it brings it all together, okay? We're going to be wrapping this up. So you got your logo, you got your colors, and now it's time to put everything together. The goal is to create a cohesive look that instantly communicates who you are to your audience. Everything should work together seamlessly to reinforce your brand's identity. This wraps up parts 2 of our brand building series. I hope this helps you take your brand identity to the next level. If you need more hands-on guidance, make sure you guys check out the Find Your Why guidebook on sultryaccessory.com, which dives in deeper to helping you discover your brand's purpose. And of course, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment and tell me, which one are you working on right now? Are you working on your YouTube channel, or are you working on creating a website? Which one are you currently doing? And where are you right now in your brand building? I would love to know in the comments below. It's your girl, Sultry Accessories.